Hello everyone, welcome to Bonsai Expression. I'm Christoph, and today, you might notice, nicely in the garden. I'm on my way home. Thought I'd do an intro as I'm walking through this beautiful carpet of snow. Just take a look. As you might tell, I've had a bit of a snow day. Well, 2 or 3. So, I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update, let you know how things have got on over in the UK, if you're not from the UK. And if you are, you're probably in the same predicament as me. So, as soon as I get back, I'll get you on the tripod. We'll have a little conversation. Because it's not really the day to do bonsai. It's a little bit nippy. So yeah, let's get back to the house. Let's get back to the Bonsai Expression garden. Whew, see you in a minute. In fact, check this out. And a little bit of magic, we're home. Well, let's say YouTube magic, eh? Well, as you can see, I'm not a weatherman, but we've had plenty of snow over the last couple of days. First thing, well, not first thing, but first thing I'm going to talk about is Saturday. Saturday the weather came over and it was raining, and then all of a sudden we had a big gust of snow, and then ta-da, lots of snow, and then it went as soon as it came, and we got that torrential rain, and then Sunday evening we had even more snow. Woke up and it's a blanket of snow everywhere. And then Monday celebrated my birthday, so happy birthday to myself. I'm now officially an old fart, I'm 40. So celebrated my birthday again in more snow, and again more rain started to disappear, and woke up and then ta-da, a hell of a lot more snow. So this country just can't make up its mind, and obviously the amount of snow that we've had has caused an absolute disruption to the whole of the country, because for some unknown reason the UK just goes to pot when we have either rain, snow, sleet, bit of sunshine. Basically the people in the UK are just nuts, and yeah, the weather changes and we all go to madness. So car crashes everywhere, everywhere's flooded, especially around my area. Everywhere's flooded. There's puddles that are like knee deep. There's snow everywhere, which is fun for all the kids. I absolutely hate the snow. My daughter's been loving it. She's been making snowmen and sledging, having the time of her life. Me and my missus, we've got rear-wheel drive cars, so our cars are now stuck on the drive. A friend has had to pick her up to go to work, which is like obviously an absolute nightmare. We can't get off the drive, and it's not even that deep. Like literally, you can pick. It's enough to make snowballs, but it's not that deep in relatively terms to most people in most countries that actually get snow. This country cannot deal with any adverse weather. We're the UK. You know, as much as we pretend we're hard, we're soft. We can't deal with it. But in terms of the trees I've got the ones that are out here. I'll show you in just a second. They've got a nice little blanket of snow, and I'm going to leave it that way because what people might think is snow is bad for the trees. It actually helps keep the roots warm, which is weird because obviously snow's cold. So actually, I'll show you. We'll have a little walk around the trees and we'll have a little talk. So let me get you off here. First things first for the update is the polytunnel. Now it's up, it's erect, it's still going, and I absolutely butchered the crap out of it by my lovely tape job with duct tape. Now it's sealed, the trees are loving life in there. I'm not going to open it and show you all the trees because they are in there and they are warm in comparison to out here. So it is 1 degree at the moment. My head is freezing. Stupidly, I went and got my hair cut yesterday. Was it yesterday? It's Tuesday today. My birthday was yesterday, Monday. So Monday, yes, I got my hair cut and I had a skin fade, as you've just seen. So my head, it's absolutely freezing, but it's nice and toasty in there. It's about 10 degrees, which is kind of strange because the sun is not really out, but it is 10 degrees. I put a thermometer in there before, checked it out, still 10 degrees. Trees are happy as life, so if I open it in there, I'm going to give them a shock. So I'm not going to go in there and let you see the trees, unfortunately, which I would like you to do, but I don't want to shock the trees. It's cold out here. But as you can see, duct taped up, still nice, it's going strong. okay. Everything's still sealed up. The trees are doing well. As you can see, some of them are actually still in leaf, if you can just see in there, which is good. As I say, extra long growing season for some of them. As the weather continues to cool down over here, the rest of them will go dormant very shortly, and then they will get shorter dormancy, which is kind of good but not kind of good, because they will get a longer growing season but a shorter dormant season. So we'll get extra growing time for them but less sleep time until next year when we get the proper greenhouse, and obviously I can deal with them properly. But most of them are asleep. There's just the odd one like the privets, but they again are semi-deciduous because they are from China and this is the first year. Unlike the privets over in the UK, as I mentioned, I will go through all my trees here in a second, but the privet we just did, as I said, they are, this one here lost most of its leaves and we just worked on where my other privet, as I say, not all of them lose the leaves completely, this one hasn't. Whereas you walk around the rest of the UK, some of them will lose all their leaves and some of them will continue to leave theirs on. They are a bit of a weird tree. You never know what you're going to quite get with them. The trees themselves that I've got here, as you can see, everything is got a nice little blanket of snow on them. They're all doing really well. No damage to them at all. Everything is looking really good in the snow. So, nice little update. Everything's looking awesome. We've got the larch forest there. Got a couple of comments about this once I did it. Say, throw some more larches in there. Yes, I would like to do that. I'm going to go down to the Bonsai boot sale this year, which is at the back end of March. I'm going to try and get some more larch. The only issue is down at the boot sale, they are predominantly Japanese larch, and obviously these are European larch, so I'm going to try and keep my eyes out there. If not, they're going to have to be, because obviously these are garden centre larches, so I might have to buy some more from the larch. God, I can't get my words out. Buy some from the garden centre because I know they're going to be European larches, and just continue with the theme of sticking with the garden centre larch because that's what this is from. So that might be a way to go about it. Fill it up. Not too bad of an idea. This one here is my ginkgo, one we chopped. It's looking rather nice. Next to, oops, I've got this side branch here. I'm probably going to lose it. It is quite pokey here. It's quite thick and pokey. I'm probably going to lose this and allow it to grow. But for the time being, just going to let it try and thicken up. These are very slow growing, the ginkgos. I do have a grafted ginkgo, which is over on the right. I'll show you in a minute. I've got an idea, maybe possibly planting it into the garden and just letting it grow out. European, this one is the European hornbeam forest I've got, and they just need a couple of trim backs. So I've got a leader here that just goes off to the left. It should be pointing upwards, so if I just trim it back to one of the buds just here, it'll just shoot upwards rather than going off. Nothing major needs doing on it really, just the odd trim back here and there, and then the wire just here. So this, the wire just needs feeding through and just popping back in place. I'll probably do that off camera because I'm having a bit of a tough time there. Looks like it's starting to bite in as well. So again, that's looking quite good. This small one at the back is covered in ice and it is going off to the side, so that might need rectifying. Probably a bit of wire at the back, as you can see if I zoom in. So a nice little update for you. Goes off up and then upwards, so movement, and then I've got this one here. So we've got Skeletor here. Looks like he's got some hair. That, it's a hairpiece with the snow. Oh yeah, so going on to what I was saying about the snow. So the snow is actually protecting. So what I'm doing, even though it is cold, it is a insulator. It's the same principle as when people go up when they go hiking. into Antarctic, and they build themselves like a snow cave. It keeps the heat in, so it keeps the heat into the roots. So any heat that's in there, that on top, does the same principle. So I'm going to leave it. So that's doing well. Come round, the hornbeam we've just worked on, and then this is the grafted ginkgo I just mentioned. I'm thinking of, so I said I was going to grow this one out. I did slip pot it, but I'm considering actually just putting this in the ground and just letting it grow. I would like a ginkgo in the garden, and then this is a good option for it. So it has got a graft somewhere. I think it's just here actually. You can't really tell, because I think they're both ginkgos. I think the low half's a different variety of ginkgo, and the top one's again a completely different ginkgo to the bottom half. But be a good idea. Stick it in the ground, maybe get it a bit thicker quicker. I've got a baby oak there, and then that one is the ash. This I think is one of my daughter's fruit trees, and then in the storm we just had that completely ruined my polytunnels. Completely ruined her tree, snapped in half, and then the only thing that's left is one of this side branch. And again, this hasn't lost its leaves, which is really concerning for this time of year. But the fact that I've got one tiny branch on it is actually good, because it completely snapped in half. So she's actually gutted on that, but still alive, it's doing well. We have the larch forest just here. No, that's not a larch forest, sorry. Tell a lie. That is my cedar forest. And as I say, one of them probably died off. I cut it right back. I'm not sure if it's alive, but it's in there somewhere. Witch elm, or winch elm, whatever. I think it's a witch. And then I've got another one just there. Pyracantha, Cotoneaster. And then this is my, just there. This is my other ginkgo, my main ginkgo. My main oak, just down the back here. Looking awesome. And then just behind that, we have the hawthorn we worked on. And then the mugo pine, I'm practicing on. I need to repot that, as I don't know if it's several pines or not, but I've never had a pine before, and that is my first go and a first attempt at it, so I'm going to see whether I'm going to kill it or not. Hopefully not, because I'd like to eventually own a decent pine, and that is my gateway into pines. So hopefully I'm going to keep on trucking with it. I did a video on it, trimming back, and as I say, it's my gateway into it. Practicing on that, see where we're at with it, and I really don't know much about pines, so yeah. Just at the back here in that little pot is my apple from seed. I need to give that a trim because it's got extra shooty bits, as you can see, growing from all sorts of ways. It is in a small pot. I know it's an apple, but it's an apple from seed. It's in a small pot because it's grown from seed, and then this year I need to give it in a bigger pot to let it to grow. There was a video series on that, so I need to continue with it. And then obviously I've got just in the back there, get you in, that is my Osakasuki, I think it is, maple, that we recently done as well. So that's coming along nicely. That's all ready to go for spring. We did a recent video on that, trimming it up nicely. And then this big boy here, as you can see, this is my Portuguese laurel. We recently did a repot in that in spring, late spring, and people were worried that I did it too late. And as you can see, it's looking really good. No adverse effects, no ill effects at all. It's looking nice. Doesn't lose its leaves, stays green all year round. I've never seen one of these bonsai'd. I am the first one, I believe, to be doing it in the UK, or at least anywhere I know of. And it is just, for now, I've had it, I think, 3-4 years, and it's just been chopped. But now the bonsai techniques need to be actually implemented properly and trim these leaves back, so I can now start getting some back buds properly, get it ramified. But as you can see, it's looking really nice. I need to probably do some carving as well, get you in. But yeah, Quite happy with this one. It's not doing too bad. Possibly a die off there. A Project Chinese Elm. This was grown from a cutting, just stuck in a pot. I've left it for 2 years, and 2 years growth is just, as you can see, shooting up. All these long whips. I've not touched it, so yes, it's got inverse taper and all sorts, and by the looks of it, it's got a snap there. But not concerned at all. I'm just growing it for thickness. Once it's got to a really large tree and thick, I might even put it in the ground actually this year, let it get some more thickness on it. Not bothered about the roots or anything, just let it grow, let it do its thing. And I've got a few Christmas trees there as well, and a fruit tree. That is one of my apple trees that I get delicious apples from. So as you can see, all in all, the snow itself is looking cool in the Bonsai Expression garden. And the trees are doing well. While I'm actually here, I'm going to take you inside and we'll do a quick update on the tropicals, because they are doing really well as well. Even though it's pretty cool in the tropical plant room, yeah, as I say, it's got quite cool temperatures of the evening, especially with the temperatures dipping. And the lights are on, and they have put a bit of growth on. So let's go in there and have a look. Well, back in the plant room, I just wanted to do a quick update on only a couple of the trees, just only because of the ones that we worked on. So the ficus, that is the windswept, as you can see, lots of growth put on. As I was saying, even though the tree, well, the room itself isn't, let me just move this one out of the way. The room itself isn't that warm overnight. You can see all the new growth we've got on there. And then the other, the S-shaped one, it's got loads of new growth on it just here. It's shut out everywhere, just what we wanted. Move you just through here. So they're doing really well. And then down here, just at the bottom, we worked on the Chinese sweet plum. And as you can see, I did a massive cut here, there, and everywhere on this. Now, if I just put my hands back here, you can see it's actually started bursting everywhere with growth. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. And we've got just down there as well. So that's done exactly what we wanted it to do. All them buds. There we go. So they're the updates I wanted to show you, especially this Chinese sweet plum. So it's going to do really well. And then as the spring comes and I can move it outside, spring and summer, it's going to get lots of really nice, good growth because of the sun and the heat. And as I say, it's just nice in this plant room. The conditions are quite nice through the day. At night it goes quite cold. So the rest of the trees are doing really well. The Sarissa is actually flowering as well. Just look at that, even though we're losing some of the leaves. So if I just touch, some of the leaves are flying off. It's actually flowering. It shouldn't be, but that's the conditions we're at the moment. Just look at the leaves at the back. Look at the flowers. Just look. So the conditions are really nice. And then the other ficuses got plenty of growth on. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little update. And the weather, well, it's not here for very long, so make the most of it if you are in the UK. And if you're not, well, I hope you enjoy this one. And I hope you enjoy looking at what we've had to deal with. So, not messing about with any bonsais today, I'm afraid. We've just putting up with this snow and getting on with it, I suppose. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Well, hopefully, actually playing with some bonsais. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll check you in the next one. Enjoy the snow, I guess. See you guys.